for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos.
Hey y'all, we have a really big box to open today. Hey folks, Dan Ryan. Today we are looking at the Donner DST-152 R beginner's set, and that's all I know about it, but we're going to rectify that right now.
If you hear anything go doing, it's probably
Thought there was somebody in there for a minute.
By the way, we have our friend R B Blackstone with us today. We'll get more about RB and his history later. Back to the guitar.
No, you really don't want to know. We've known each other for decades. And I can't say either one of us was improved by the experience.
I was. I am.
I am improved. Okay, that was like pulling teeth. And
Another box.
the delight of unboxing is more boxing. Oops. Let's see. I think we're going to have to.
Now we're down to the official DST-152 R box.
Yes.
I think it opens at either end.
Yeah, this is not going to be pleasant.
I'll cough to the left.
And please turn that box up, because Dan, look at the box. It doesn't any longer have that strange deal on it. It's got...
And, we're taking credit for that.
What did it have before?
It had a very strange logo.
Okay.
It was kind of like
Not family
70s
friendly?
German porn.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of, not exactly, but kind of. So we got all kinds of stuff that came in the box. And what have we here?
Looks like a tuner.
Tuner. The ubiquitous clip-on tuner. Which
They work.
I can't get used to. Some extra strings.
Got a capo or strings? It's a capo, I think.
Oh, maybe that is a capo. Yes, capo. Sorry, capo. Extra strings. And picks in their own little pick compartment. So, cram all this back into this incredibly heavy-duty bag.
It's silk.
What is that, velvet? Okay, so there's your little bag of goodies.
Your gig bag.
Well, it's got a gig bag. Pretty nice one, actually.
It's gig baguette.
It's a French gig bag. So here's a guitar strap and your tremolo arm. And
oh, wow.
this is your incredibly powerful mini guitar amp.
rechargeable.
And a surprisingly credible cable with actual metal ends and stuff. And what was the cost of this package?
It was $159 on sale. It's normally $199.
Okay. I prefer to pay with an abnormal $199. That's just me. So now for the piece de la resistance. We're having a French lessons along with guitar unboxing today. The plastic bag.
Hey, but it's a lot easier to get it out of it, more than likely. Just grab it from the bottom, it'll slide out a lot easier than doing it that way.
Yeah, it just gets caught. You gotta get it a certain amount down. One of my favorite things is the square styrofoam piece.
Is that to guard the switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the typical little Donner, which is actually, it's got a string height gauge on one side and various chords that you can learn on the other side. So, here we have it. It looks quite a bit like, color-wise, the Squier Affinity we reviewed probably 2 years ago now.
Which is sitting right in the corner. If we'll get that out in a minute and compare them after we get all this garbage out of the way.
So anyway, in terms of the construction, the finish looks very, very nice. I don't see any rough spots, no scratches, no gouges. Looks just as nice as you would want it to be. It's got a maple neck. The neck is essentially unfinished. You may have like a very light matte finish on the back, but very nice. The tuning heads they're tuning head.
Gluson style, vintage.
Yeah. I think there was a reason that most guitar manufacturers moved on from those, but as long as they work to tune the guitar, who cares? This is an HSS model with a pretty big H right there.
You mean like humbucker single coil? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, humbucker single coil.
Yeah.
Single coil. Generally, for the newer models of the guitar, when they do the humbucker, it's just like two coils of the single coil. So it is a humbucker, but they don't have a cover on it, so they look, similar.
Just like the one on the stand there. The Squier is right there.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, on the other side of that box.
Yeah, we're going to get this stuff out of the way. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan again. We've tuned this Donner DST-152 R, I think is what it is, up, and now we're just going to go through the pickups and see what its basic sounds are just on a regular clean setting. So here is the neck pickup. And here's the neck in the middle. And here's just the middle. And here's the middle and bridge. Surprisingly, that did not get any louder, even though it's the first time we got the bridge.
This guitar has a coil split. This guitar has a coil split.
But it's not split.
Okay.
Unless there's some switch I'm not aware of.
That when you pulled up on the volume control, I believe.
Yeah, but it's not split because this would split it.
Okay, cool.
So we are middle and bridge. And here's just the bridge. And then let's, here's the middle and bridge with the coil top. A little brighter, a little shinier. Surprisingly nice sounding pickups. And here is just the bridge with the coil top. Let's hear it without. Yeah, it darkens up considerably when you take the coil tap off. So there you have the basic sounds of the Donner DST-152 R. Very nice finish, and we are in a minute going to compare it to the Squire Affinity HSS that we did, I don't know, a couple of years ago probably, but we still have it. So we're going to get ready for that, and we'll be back in a minute. Thanks. Hey folks, we're back again. I've got my friend R B Blackstone with me today. R B is the keyboard player in our band, Funkasaurus Tex, and not a bad guitarist as well. Everybody plays guitar apparently in Funkasaurus Tex.
That's true.
So I'm always having to compete for my job. But
not even.
Anyway, RB and I have known each other for a number of decades now, probably at least 4.
Well, it's not that long. It was 1986, not 1886.
I said decades, not centuries.
Oh, okay. Just clarifying.
Mini lustrum.
Just clarifying.
And we played in bands together, and we played in bands around town where, he played keys and I played guitar and some other thing. So anyway, without further ado, my friend R B Blackstone.
I have never had a chance to play guitar with Dan. This is fun. He just taught me a tune, and I think I met Dan in the early 80s at St. Mary's Bar and Grill, and I was chairman of the board of the Texas Music Association and playing in bands and doing recording and stuff like that. Still do lots of recording, do lots of consulting and stuff like that, but I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you about myself, except that I'm a music industry professional. I do not know the meaning of fear. And so I'm here playing guitar with Dan, who when I play keyboards, I don't want to follow this guy on a solo.
Well, that's very kind. But anyway, I have a track that Jane and I do in our duo, and we're going to do that in a second. But I'm getting a motion from the executive producer of our show. I think he wants me to stop. I did mention this is an upgraded version of the Donner DST-152 R, and it's got a better trim block, and I think I mentioned all that stuff. So tell you what,
we're comparing these two, aren't we?
Yes,
so
they look very similar.
Yeah, this is fun to play.
The Squire Affinity is our most viewed review.
Whoa.
It's got almost 28,000 reviews, and these two guitars look very similar in color. And if you turn them around, please. They both have the skunk. Well, no, I thought that the Affinity had the skunk stripe, but it doesn't. The Donner does.
Well, I will say that I hardly ever play guitar, and this one really feels easy for me to play.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's very Strat-like because that one is a Stratocaster, and the other one is very, very close. Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute when I get the mood correct.
Hey folks, Dan Ryan and R B Blackstone back, and I've got this Donner Strat HSS copy from Donner, and RB is playing the Fender Strat Affinity Strat HSS, and got a little track that Jane and I do in our duo of a great song by an incredible band and singer, and Jane's not here, so we got me as a singer,
and no mic.
And no mic, and it's probably better that I have no mic. So we'll see what we get.
Awesome, fellas. Truly enjoyed that.
Again, my apologies to Steve Winwood, and I'm sorry. But it's a fun song to play,
Great song.
and one of the kind of signature tunes of rock and roll. This is a band, Blind Faith, that had one album, and that song still just as soon as you hear it, you're engaged.
That song is haunting.
Yep.
Just haunting.
Brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah. Anyway, so here's the Donner DST-152 R, and here's the Squire Affinity HSS Strat, and both of them in a kind of metallic blue finish. The Donner's a little bit brighter, I think. The Strat's
well,
when you see it by itself, it looks
the Squire is supposed to be called Slick Silver, so it's a little more silver blue than the Donner, but very close.
Yes, and next time we're going to have some paint experts explain just how you get these two different shades. And that episode will be about 77 minutes long, and we're really looking forward to it. So anyway, we played it. You've heard it. You've heard this one along with it, and we want to thank you for tuning in, and hope you'll like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to be informed of our future videos. I'm Dan Ryan. Leo Ryan's behind the camera. My friend R B Blackstone is here with us.
One important
Leo
question.
has something else to say. What do you know? Go ahead, Leo.
Well, before you go, what did you think of the Donner DST-152 R?
To tell you the truth, I think it compares very favorably with this guitar. And, if I had to play them both in the dark, I don't really know if I'd know the difference.
You said the frets were finished well.
Yes, this actually has a better fret job than this. And not that this one is bad, but this one is actually better. The fret ends are perfectly smooth, no catching anywhere on the neck. Just a very nice action. The depth of the neck is, I have to play a lot of guitars, so I really try. My main thrust, excuse the expression, is
Pay absolutely no attention to my erection.
If the guitar does not get in my way, that's what I like. I don't really want to think about guitars while I'm playing a guitar. That's because then your mind is not where it ought to be when you're playing. So, for me, an excellent guitar is the one that just stays out of my way and lets me do what I want to do. And both of these are pretty good at that, especially for the price, because I've paid many times what these two guitars cost for other guitars, and they were good. And I'm not saying they aren't, but I mean, when you can get something that at this price point, I think I said a long time ago when we first started this, my first guitar ever was, my mom bought it for me from Western Auto. It was a horrible box guitar. I mean, everything was plywood, including the fingerboard probably. And she paid $17 for it, which that doesn't sound like very much, but in the 1960 something dollars, that came out to be $183 in say 2019. And we get all kinds of this guitar with all this other stuff costs considerably less than $183, and it's 1,000 times better than the guitar I started with.
I did notice while we were playing that one had a lot cooler notes and a lot more notes than this one did for some reason.
Yes. It's because I didn't have the sound guy.
Well, that one's a lead guitar, and this one is a rhythm.
This is a follow guitar.
And I didn't have the sound guy pushing the suck button all the time.
You reminded me though, my first guitar, was an EKO Italian 12-string, and in the case, that guitar and I were the same height when I got it. So I'd have to carry it like, it's huge. It's like carrying, yeah. I still have that guitar.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, now, Dan, you can wrap it up.
Nah. Just fade it out whenever you want. I said everything I want to say.
Subscribe, like, hit the bell.
Yeah.
Later.